Oh, Cody! Roman Reigns buried you on the Pat McAfee show. What exactly did you do tonight? As far as a verbal rebuttal. Oh, you went to shake. You went to shake Roman Reigns' hands. Oh, my goodness. I don't want to have to let the cat out of the bag, Cody, but I'm going to have to label you this evening as a cock. Another week where I think most of us want to see Roman Reigns win at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes went face to face, mano a mano, one-on-one. And Cody Rhodes said a whole lot of nothing. Zero, nada, zilch, goose egg. We're gonna talk about it. I may need 2 old fashions tonight, with one on reserve. I'd ask for a third, but Jesse ain't here. I don't know who the fuck is making them. We're going to the venue, man. Tonight we're drinking in the OG venue. Upstairs. And when I get there, I want to know tonight, what the fuck are you guys drinking? See you over there.
Why has Triple H been so successful? Why is Triple H running WWE better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard on Monday and Friday night? Long-term booking.
Guys, thank you so very much for joining me on this Friday night. This is your SmackDown post show for March 22nd, 2024. I am your host, JD from New York, as always, coming to you live from the OTS venue. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on your Friday evenings, wherever you may be. SmackDown tonight, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Cheesetown. Cody knows a thing or two about cheese. Cheesy isn't the word for Cody Rhodes. Lame, cock, pushover, pussy. Any which of those words will work out wonderfully for Cody Rhodes, man. I need someone in the chat to ask around to all the Cody crybabies if they still want to see Cody Rhodes win the World Championship at WrestleMania in Philadelphia. I would guarantee half of them are now on the team of Roman and Rock. Seriously. As Bacardi is throwing up next to me as I mentioned Cody Rhodes, man. Right on cue. Oh, my God. That's exactly how I feel about tonight's fucking promo. Ridiculous. Thank you. Now I have something to do after the stream is over. Cody, I have one very, very, very simple request. I'm going to need you to get angry. I'm going to need you to get angry, okay? We're going to go over what The Rock did and what Roman did in retrospect, looking back at everything tonight. We're going to go over what Roman said today in regards to Cody Rhodes on the Pat McAfee show. This guy comes out here, he wants a handshake. He wants a handshake, man, like he's some fucking presidential candidate. Good luck. Good luck at WrestleMania. Well, yeah, my cousin, The Rock, he just buried your entire family. But you want a handshake. He just told you on Friday last week that your mother is going to be handed not the WWE Championship, not the WWE title belt, but my cousin's weight belt. And on that weight belt is going to have your blood, your skin, your flesh after WrestleMania is over. Here you go, Mrs. Rhodes. Happy birthday. Have a great 2024. Nah, Cody Rhodes, I want to shake your hand. This guy made fun of your dog. He called Pharaoh a stupid dog. Let me shake your hand, pal. Guy basically took your WrestleMania main event away from you and basically told you that you're a fucking loser. He told you to go fuck your story. Let me shake your hand, pal. Does it sound ridiculous to anybody else? Because I know it sounds fucking ridiculous to me. Roman Reigns was on the Pat McAfee show today. He says a bunch of bitches ruined plans for his match with The Rock and called Cody Rhodes a politician. I was going to say a crooked politician. I don't know. Cody Rhodes ain't crooked. He's just stupid. A moronic politician. Roman Reigns was on the Pat McAfee show today. Before they met face-to-face, one-on-one, did he and Cody. Reigns was asked if it was hard for him to think about Jimmy and Jey Uso fighting each other at WrestleMania. This has nothing to do with tonight, but I'm going to go over what he said, the most important details about what was said on the Pat McAfee show. Reigns says, I'm rooting for Big Jim. He's my only family. Jey made his choice. How do you walk away from the dream? How do you walk away from the promised land? It's disrespectful. He'll tell you his life hasn't been the same since. If you can't play your role, if you can't fill the shoes that you've been provided, then we gotta excommunicate. He's doing okay, but just remember, it only takes just that. We send the word, and it's done. I would never kill my cousin, but I would put his career on hold if I want to. We got the juice. McAfee says he's noticed that The Rock's thumb has a mind of its own, a reference to The Rock putting up the L sign when doing the Bloodline pose. McAfee also asked why everyone wants to see Rock versus Reigns. Reigns says, because it's two of the greatest superstars to ever do it. We have one who's currently dominating Hollywood and the other who is currently dominating WWE. Why wouldn't you want to put that match together? That's the big gripe with Cody. He's a crybaby. Reigns then referenced the Cody crybaby fans. He says, let's be honest, if you guys, my age, that small minority of WWE and the wrestling fan base were a bunch of bitches crying the whole time, he would have never got that buzz and y'all would have been smitten with The Rock versus the Tribal Chief. That's what it was. That's the beauty of this business. Things can happen at the drop of a dime, and you have to be able to either call an audible or ride that wave that's coming at you. For me, that was the end game. Let me just make the final statement, put the stamp of approval, seal the deal. I beat The Rock. Ain't anybody ever questioning what I've done here, and Cody took that away from me. We're such a close family, and we handled things the right way. He took that from me. He took that storybook ending. You ain't even been here half the time. You just got here. You literally just got here 2 years ago. This is the thing. Our society is a bunch of sheep. That guy is a politician. Now, that's tame compared to what The Rock has stated over weeks of online social media promos, a rock concert, and basically slapping Cody Rhodes in the face at the Las Vegas press conference about a month and a half ago. Cody Rhodes came out there tonight with Roman Reigns, and they met face-to-face for the first time since all four of them were in the ring a few weeks ago. And they opted to play mind games with one another. It didn't forward any story. It didn't make you more interested in Cody versus Roman, because right now the only thing people care about is Rock and the tag team match. The World Championship match on night 2 seems like an afterthought. Mind games. Roman telling Cody, can you really trust Seth? Him and I were in the Shield. We were brothers in the Shield. We did some bad things, but we trusted each other until one day he turned his back on me. If he turned his back on his brother, me, if he turned his back on the Shield, what do you think he's going to do to you? Cody then turns around and says, you say I can't trust Seth. Well, what about you? Do you think you can trust The Rock? The bloodline is all about family. You're the tribal chief. You've held that WWE Universal Championship for 1,300 days. Meanwhile, he's out here calling himself the final boss. So who really is running the bloodline? Is it you? Or is it him? Can you really trust him? And that's basically all we got. That was it. That was all the WWE decided to give us with Cody and Roman face-to-face 2 weeks before WrestleMania. Can you trust Seth? I don't know, man. Can you trust The Rock? Goodbye. That was it. Cody then offers a handshake to Roman Reigns. I'm literally sitting on my couch, eyebrow raised like The Rock, and I'm like, huh? What? This entire family has absolutely decimated you verbally for several weeks, and you offer up a handshake? To Roman, you offer up a handshake. The guy who's basically looking to end your story, the guy's cousin who basically told you to fuck your story and shit all over your family, the guy who called your tag team partner a cross-dresser. Let me shake your hand, Roman. Let's have a great match on night 2. Meanwhile, if Cody and Seth lose night 1, Roman ain't gonna be doing No handshaking. The Rhodes dynasty, the Rhodes story is over. Let me shake your hand. How weak does Cody Rhodes look? How much of a bitch does Cody Rhodes look? I mean, is this really the narrative? And I want to preface this by saying, because I know that there are already people somewhere in this chat on social media, oh, well, JD's turning his back on Cody. No, I'm not. I'm not turning my back on Cody. Cody should win. I do not want to see Roman Reigns walk out of WrestleMania with the World Championship. I think that would be detrimental to every aspect of WWE. Roman Reigns cannot win at WrestleMania. I'm not turning my back on Cody. Everybody that says that, you basically don't want me to go in on your boy, Cody. But that's exactly what the WWE, that's exactly what Cody Rhodes has given us. This man is the #1 contender for the biggest prize in all of pro wrestling. This man has been verbally decimated for weeks. This guy has been put down and buried by The Rock. And he wants to shake the tribal chief's hand. What is that going to accomplish? That fire that he showed last Monday. Well, this past Monday. That fire that he showed this past Monday when he was addressing The Rock. Where was that, Cody? Where was that, Cody? Why didn't we get that Cody tonight? Cody was in the ring with nobody. Perception is everything. Cody was in the ring with nobody, all by himself. He's in the presence of Roman Reigns. And that fire, that passion, that anger gave way to a handshake. Cody Rhodes has been presented like complete dog shit. No pun intended to Pharaoh. He's been presented like complete dog shit. Character-wise, all WrestleMania season. The nice guy act is growing stale. It's lame. He comes off like a pushover. He's a pussy. Roman Reigns called him an idiot tonight. He's an idiot. Roman is basically telling you exactly how WWE is writing for him. He's a fucking idiot. Of all the things that Cody should do, a handshake is not one of them. This late in the game. Again, I said this last Friday. Is this all done by design? All done by design. Seriously. Let's make Cody look as weak as possible. He's going to end up winning the World Championship anyway. Great. Meanwhile, the guy is being punched left and right. This guy's bruised walking into WrestleMania. His fucking heart bruised going into WrestleMania. This is the guy that we got to rally behind. This is the guy that we have to lobby to beat Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes, the way he's been verbally eviscerated on the road to WrestleMania, he's already walking in a loser. And WWE is asking us to support and cheer for a loser. He's already defeated. Cody Rhodes has said absolutely nothing on this road to WrestleMania in regards to Roman that would lead you to believe that, A, he wants to finish the story, B, this match is more important than anything in his life, and C, he hasn't said anything that shows me or you that he actually gives a shit. It's all Rock. It's all what Rock has to say. It's all what Rock has said to him in previous weeks. It's all what Rock has done. Roman and Cody have done nothing. Tonight's promo forwarded nothing. Tonight's promo left you with no excitement. The only thing tonight's promo did was leave you with another visual on top of everything else on this road to WrestleMania that you could file in the Cody Rhodes is a bitch bin. He goes in for a handshake. A handshake on the guy who's cousins with The Rock, who fucking buried this guy for an entire month leading up to this big tag team match. Yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy WWE wants us to rally behind. Sure thing. Is Cody the one? Sure. At this rate, there is nobody else. Who else is there? If it ain't Cody, then who? But my God, man. Could we make this guy feel a little bit more like an actual fucking man that stands on his laurels? Anger? Wanting to get back at those that have harmed him and his family? That have made direct threats to his family? Where's that Cody? Seems like WWE wants to continue to manufacture Cody in the way of all of their top baby faces. If he ain't hugging fucking children and kissing grandmas on the cheek and walking old ladies across the street so they can get their groceries to the other side of the street safely without dropping them in the middle of fucking traffic. That's the WWE version, Cody Rhodes, that they want. Us real fans, the version that Cody needs to bring is long gone, dead. I don't think we're ever going to get that Cody Rhodes. But that, again, like I said, is what they want. This is all done by design. They want you to have Cody Rhodes battered and beaten before we even get to WrestleMania, so the insurmountable odds seem that much more worse come April 6 and April 7. It's basically John Cena all over again. Cody wants to be the next John Cena? Your wish has been granted. But that's not the version of Cody we need now. You can give us that version of Cody when he wins the World Championship. The version of Cody that we need now is that fucking Bullet Club Cody. That's where WWE dropped the ball here. And that's why mostly everybody that I speak to are fucking sick of this fucking putrid, disgusting, nauseating, goody two-shoes Cody Rhodes, and they're now siding with The Rock. Half of the people that I talk to don't want Cody to win no more. They're all pro Dwayne. Again, done by design. We talked about that on Tuesday. You fuck with the bull, or in this case, the Brahma bull, you're going to get the horns. Don't fuck with Dwayne Johnson. You already fucked his plan. Had to go back to the original plan. He got his WrestleMania ruined. They had to change course. Everybody wanted Cody and not Rock. And now he's giving it to everybody. You wanted him and not me. I'm going to bury him and you're going to be forced to like me. Because I'm bringing back what you guys asked for how long? Giving it to us. And now Cody is as weak as ever, character-wise. Just the way that I see it. I thought tonight's face-to-face was hugely disappointing. Santos Escobar, he went one-on-one with Rey Mysterio. I thought we were getting Rey versus Santos at WrestleMania. Doesn't seem like that's the case. We may be getting another father versus son match. Very interesting. Tag team scramble tournament happening tonight as well. We got the Street Profits versus AOP. We actually got a match between these two teams. My goodness. And it was pretty damn good. And then we got Austin Theory and Grayson Waller against the Good Brothers. That was the other qualifying match tonight. We'll go over that. And Damage Control. It looks like Bayley has help with Naomi in her corner. Bianca, going to take a little convincing. But it looks like Naomi gave her a nice stern talking to and changed her mind. But what does that mean for the rest of Damage Control? WWE is bringing in Jade Cargill. Friday nights is now Jaded. Jade Cargill will make her official debut next week on Friday Night SmackDown. Not in ring, but she will make her first live appearance as an official roster member of SmackDown on Fox. And I do think that we're going to get Jade in a WrestleMania match starting next week on SmackDown. Against who? You guys know who. We'll go over that today as well right here on OTS. Thank you guys very much for joining me here on this Friday night. We got a lot to get into. I appreciate you guys joining me on this Friday evening. 2,300 people in here. Quickly, let me run through my spiel. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. X, Instagram, TikTok, Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Go check out all the other content on the channel. There is plenty of it. We were live Monday, live Tuesday, live Wednesday. We did an extra yesterday. Ronda Rousey exposes the casting couch culture of WWE in her new book entitled Our Fight. Go check that out. Pretty entertaining stuff. Today we uploaded another extra. Goldberg crying about his fictional undefeated streak. Asuka. He's complaining about Asuka. And the fact that Triple H gave Asuka the longest undefeated streak of the modern era, surpassing Bill Goldberg. Go check that out, man. Some pretty humorous stuff there from good old Bill. That's in today's upload. Go check that out. It's on the homepage. Everything you need is on the homepage. Super chats are open. Get them on in. We'll hang out at the end of the show. Any questions, comments, and concerns, we will address them in the super chats. Memberships are open also. Get them on in. We'll hang out with the VIPs. You guys want to become a VIP? You guys know what to do, man. Hit that join button and make sure you guys become a channel member. And tonight's show is sponsored by Blue Chew. BlueChew.com, code JD at checkout. Make sure you guys sign up and get a free sample on me. BlueChew.com, code JD. All you have to do is pay the $5 shipping and handling. SmackDown from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Started off with Rey Mysterio. He went one-on-one with Santos Escobar. I thought that this was going to be the WrestleMania match. I thought that this was going to be the WrestleMania match between Santos and Rey Mysterio. Past versus present. Passing of the torch for Lucha Libre. After tonight, that does not seem to be the case. Mysterio had control early on here with Santos. He went right after Santos as the bell rung. So he had control early, punching away at Santos. Mysterio went for a springboard move. He slipped early, and he favored his knee. I'm assuming that was all part of the story of this match. Mysterio went for a springboard move again. He did not complete it. Rey briefly kept control until Escobar landed a big elbow and a low drop kick. Mysterio then started coming back, firing up, sent Escobar to the floor. He landed that sliding splash through the ropes to the outside, and we go to a commercial break. We come back from break, and Escobar is in control, working over Mysterio's back inside the ring. Escobar was talking trash to Mysterio and took advantage with some strikes. Escobar cut Mysterio off, threw Mysterio into the corner. Escobar hung Mysterio upside down and ran at him, but Mysterio moved and Escobar ran right into the ring post, shoulder first. Mysterio followed that up with a big high crossbody to the outside. We come back into the ring. Mysterio was in control. He ran the ropes, went up top, seated senton. Mysterio then hit a springboard moonsault for a 2 count, and he set up for the 619. Escobar stopped Mysterio with a super kick, dead in his tracks, flattened him. Escobar then face-planted Mysterio, and that got Escobar a near fall. Escobar was yelling at Rey, and Mysterio came back with a big kick. The action spilled to the outside. Both guys now on the outside. Mysterio clears off the announce desk, and Escobar is not on the desk. He's standing on the floor. Mysterio ran at Escobar and hit a seated senton, which leveled Escobar over the timekeeper's area, the timekeeper's barricade, and he hit flat back on the concrete hard off this move. It looked great, but it looked like it sucked for Santos Escobar. Hopefully he's all right. Mysterio then went for a springboard move. As we move the action back into the ring, Santos is thrown back into the ring. Mysterio is setting up for a big springboard move. Someone comes out of the audience wearing a Rey Mysterio mask. We all immediately picked up on it, that it was Dominic Mysterio. Dominic interfered. Escobar followed up with a phantom driver thanks to the Dominic interference. And Santos Escobar wins over Rey Mysterio 1, 2, 3. Santos and Dominic embracing the aisleway, and that's the way the match comes to a close. I thought we were getting Santos versus Rey Mysterio. It was set in stone. I legitimately thought that's where they were going. But clearly WWE had other ideas for WrestleMania. They gave Santos a win here over Rey Mysterio because that's how high they are on Santos Escobar. At the same time, it also sets up what Rey Mysterio will be doing at WrestleMania. Now, normally, I'd ask, where's the story? But it's father and son. Dominic has always had a problem with his father. And last year, he's looking for a little bit of revenge. So this year, as he's got Santos Escobar in the ring with him, the future of Lucha Libre, anybody that is the future of Lucha Libre, Dominic is going to side with them over his father. So I get why they did that. Santos got the win tonight, and also they set up Rey Mysterio's WrestleMania match. Clearly, it will be against Dominic Mysterio. Now, it's going to be interesting to see that we got 2 weeks left to go if they have any sort of dialogue within the last remaining weeks of the road to WrestleMania. And the long-standing rumor of Dominic and Rey Mysterio is that the match would happen and it would be mask versus hair. It certainly looks like we are headed in that direction. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. It's not going to be a one-on-one match because we've seen it last year. That was done last year, and it was great. They both had tremendous entrances. But this year, it's going to be a little bit different. Dominic's going to challenge his father again. He's going to ask his father to put the mask on the line, and Rey's going to ask his son to put his hair on the line because his hair looks too much like Eddie Guerrero. And that gets Rey Mysterio's WrestleMania match. That gets Dominic on the card. And we move on to add another match to WrestleMania, which right now the rumor is Triple H wants to add 7 matches per night for WrestleMania, rounding out at 14. That's where we're going. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with it. I am. Hopefully they have plans for Santos. Honestly, I feel like after Santos turned heel, I feel like he's kind of had a downward trajectory. Rey Mysterio just got back from injury. The whole thing with the LW and Legado del Fantasma really hasn't played off unless this was the end to that. And we can move on to something else now. But I'm okay with Dominic and Rey because the story is there. The story is rich. It spans going back to last year's WrestleMania. And I wouldn't mind seeing something like that with some high stakes on the line. Looks like that's where we're going. Bayley. She was backstage with Naomi, and they spoke with each other. And Bayley thanked Naomi for having her back because it doesn't look like she has many friends backing her up nowadays against Damage Control. She said it's been hard finding friends lately. Naomi said her anger is aimed at Io Sky, and she's going to feel what it's like to feel the glow tonight. Bianca Belair walked up and said, "Are you serious? Seriously?" She confronted Bayley about attacking her for the last 2 years. She said she's not sorry, other than the fact that everything is now just catching up to her. Bayley said she realizes that. Thank you for telling me something that I live with every day and that I already know. I was there, and you lived through it. I lived through it. I get it. Naomi pushed Belair away because Belair was basically telling Bayley, everything that you have coming to you, you deserve it. And she was just going in on Bayley, and Naomi pushed her away. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. I like where this is going. Belair. We go to commercial break, and we come back to Belair and Naomi still talking about Bayley. They walk past Cody signing autographs, and they had a nice little shot of the Milwaukee Brewers WWE signature title that they're now selling, the MLB titles, on WWE Shop. Naomi told Belair that her feelings are valid, but she can't do anything about it. She said if she could fix it, she would. I wasn't here. When all this happened, I wasn't here. I wish I could go back in time and help you. I do. She said Damage Control is picking them off one by one, so they can't defend themselves alone. She gave Bianca Belair something to ponder. So it looks like we may be getting Bianca and Naomi teaming up against Asuka and Kairi. I don't know. We will see what happens. A tag team title match at WrestleMania seems a little too soon to have Damage Control drop those tag team titles. They just won them and haven't done much with them. Or maybe we add 2 other ladies to the mix. I don't know. We'll talk about it in a little bit. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Tag team match here against Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Michin was with them. This is a WrestleMania tag title ladder match qualifier. It wasn't bad, to be honest with you. Carl Anderson looked really fucking good here. Even though we don't really see them on WWE TV, they've been on NXT for a little bit. They're eyeing the NXT tag team titles, I guess, to get their return on the investment that they put into the Good Brothers. They put them on NXT. So this was a qualifying match. I did not suspect Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson to go on to WrestleMania. You're not going to leave Austin Theory and Grayson Waller off of WrestleMania. And that's exactly what happened here. Theory and Waller win. They advance. We get a commercial break. We come back from break, and Theory tags in. Gallows immediately chokeslammed him. Gallows was selling a knee injury. Michin arm-dragged Waller at ringside. As he ran around ringside, Gallows tagged in Anderson, who landed a running senton. He knocked Waller off the ring apron. Anderson kicked Theory and then landed a leaping neck breaker. He played to the crowd as Gallows nursed the knee at ringside, so he was trying to tell that story via this match. Anderson landed a beautiful spine buster on both Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Gallows returned to the ring, jumped up on the apron, standing on one leg. Anderson landed a leaping neck breaker for 2 on Austin Theory. Anderson then tagged in Gallows, who limped in. They set up for the Magic Killer. Waller pulled Theory out of the Magic Killer. Gallows then clotheslined Waller over the top rope. Theory rolled up Gallows, put his feet on the ropes to get the extra leverage. 1, 2, 3. The Good Brothers look good there, and literally out of nowhere with the cheap victory are Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. They're going to, I don't know if they're going to WrestleMania. Theory and Waller advance to face the winner of AOP versus the Street Profits. So they're not there yet. They're not in WrestleMania yet. So whoever wins that match, Theory and Waller versus the Street Profits, now because the Street Profits beat AOP tonight, they will advance to WrestleMania. I could see the Street Profits, I could see Theory and Waller both going to WrestleMania. We will see what happens. But this was pretty decent. I feel like 7 minutes is not enough time, and the match really started getting going at that point. But the OC, they really haven't done much of anything, so there's no reason to believe why they would be advancing to a WrestleMania qualifying tournament. Theory and Grayson Waller win, and they go on to wrestle the Street Profits next week on SmackDown. Naomi, she went one-on-one with Io Sky. This was okay. They gave the women a lot of time here. Naomi looked a little off, but then kind of settled into a nice momentum. Looks like she had a little rough go early on here with Io, but it ended up being a decent match. Naomi, she hasn't had much success in WWE so far outside of the Rumble appearance where she lasted almost an hour. I think she lasted just about an hour in the Royal Rumble. Outside that, she hasn't done anything. She's basically lost every single match that WWE has put her in. Now, that may anger some people because she came over from TNA and she was the women's world champion over there. She was doing big things over there, but she was a big fish in a small pond. Now she's a medium-sized fish in a big pond, and she's not the priority on this show, nor will she be. She's not. Just being honest with you. Triple H loves Io. He loves Kyrie. Jade is coming. Bianca, Bayley, Tiffany Stratton, Jade. Where's Naomi fitting in this? It's a loaded SmackDown's women's division. Naomi is back home, but Naomi walked back into a very different looking women's division where at one point she may have been looked at as a top star, a big deal. And she is a top star. But WWE's not going to treat her that way. They're not going to make Naomi a priority over a Jade Cargill or a Tiffany Stratton or a Bianca Belair or a Charlotte Flair. They're not. She's a great hand, and she'll get her opportunities. But most of the time, she's just there to enhance everybody else around her. That's the sad reality of the situation. Hopefully, they're paying her more. She had control early on Io until Io landed a running kick, slowed things down. Naomi worked her way back, face-planted Sky as the show went to a commercial break. We come back from break. Naomi is back in control and ran Sky into the turnbuckle before hitting a big crossbody from the top rope. Naomi landed a big dropkick, elbow, and a big kick to follow up. Naomi then landed a split splash for a 2 count. Io quickly came back, big shotgun dropkick. She went up top. Naomi popped up and cut Sky off. Naomi hit a beautiful-looking superplex for a 2 count. Naomi then started taunting Io, and the two go back and forth with some elbows and some kicks. Io hits a standing double stomp. Naomi comes back with a draping face buster, almost like a heat seeker by MJF. Damage Control came out to distract Naomi, which was good enough for Io to hit Naomi with the over-the-moonsault for the 1, 2, 3. Naomi loses again. She loses again. After the match, Damage Control ganged up on Naomi. Asuka then mists Naomi in the face. Bianca's music hits, and Belair ran out to take on all of Damage Control. She then lifted Kyrie up for the KOD, but Kai and Asuka cut Bianca off. Bayley was being chanted for by the crowd, but of course Bayley never showed up, and Damage Control posed over both Naomi and Bianca Belair to end the segment. So not a good look. Not a good look for Bayley. But Bayley's got an excuse. Bayley's got an excuse. I did not mention it yet because I wanted to save it for the end. A lot of people are like, well, where's Bayley? Where's Bayley? Bayley was beaten up by Io before her match with Naomi even started. So Naomi made her entrance, and Io, as she walked through the tunnel, beat up Bayley and left her laying, and a bunch of officials and referees needed to go attend to Bayley. So if Bayley wasn't out there, Bayley had a good reason. If Bianca is going to be upset at Bayley for backing Bayley up and Bayley not showing up, Bayley was attacked by Io. It's basically what Naomi said. They are picking us off one by one. Bayley's got Io at WrestleMania. Bayley will win the women's championship. What about the rest of Damage Control? Dakota Kai is now back in-ring action. Tag team championships probably won't be defended. It's too soon for that. Not going to leave Asuka off of WrestleMania. You're not going to leave Kairi off of WrestleMania. And if Dakota is ready to go, why not give her a WrestleMania match as well? The tag team championships have not done much of anything. Damage Control beat Katana Chance and Kaden Carter not too long ago, and they haven't done much with the tag team titles. For them to enter WrestleMania and then have to defend those titles against two women that haven't really done much of anything but lose is a bad look. It's a bad look. Bianca hasn't done anything, and Naomi has lost every match that she's been in. So if you are thinking, well, maybe Damage Control will defend the tag team championships against Bianca Belair and Naomi at WrestleMania, logistically, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense. Now, if you add Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi against Bianca and Naomi, that leaves the baby faces with a slot open. There's a woman making her official SmackDown debut as a roster member next week on SmackDown. Her name is Jade Cargill. WWE is going to slide Jade Cargill on SmackDown and then give her a WrestleMania match. They are going to pair up Bianca and Naomi with Jade being the equalizer because of what Naomi said. They're picking us off one by one. Well, they can't do that if Jade is in our corner. And it's a great way to get Jade some WrestleMania exposure because you know WWE wants to do that. It's a great way to get her some exposure without it being a glaring issue with the spotlight completely on her all by herself. Because that would result in a fucking failure. I don't think she's ready. I don't. But how long is WWE going to sit on Jade Cargill? If WWE can put her on the WrestleMania card and have it be the safest way possible, then why not explore that option? A 6-woman tag team match, all she needs to do is sit on the apron for most of the match, get a hot tag, and do what she knows how to do. And everybody will be fawning over Jade Cargill. Oh my God, what a signing! Triple H is booking her better than Tony Khan did in 3 years. It's exactly what they want. If you can get her on the WrestleMania card this year and have it be the safest route possible, why not? Why not? It will protect her. And that's the key. Protect. That's why the only match she's had has been the Royal Rumble. She's been protected. She was protected. She didn't have to do much of anything. Stand around, pose, throw Nia Jax over the top rope, have a stare down with Bianca Belair, throw some boots, some punches, and a body slam around. She's not asked to go in there and have a fucking clinic like Bret Hart. That will never be the case. But if she can learn alongside Naomi and Bianca, why not? I think it's a great move. I'm predicting that's what we get next week. Speak of the devil. We got a Jade Cargill vignette that aired She will make her first official appearance next week as officially a member of the SmackDown roster. We go from the Jade vignette to Bianca Belair and Naomi. Backstage, Bianca was helping Naomi because she got misted by Asuka. She was putting water in her face and pouring water on her face as Tiffany Stratton walked through and said, "That's a good look. That's a good look for you, Naomi. That's a good look for you." And walked away smirking and laughing. Bianca wanted to get at Tiffany Stratton, just as I'm sure most of you would like to as well. Nick Aldis. Good to see Nick Aldis on TV. There was a rumor that he might not be on TV because of a torn biceps injury. He's there. He had his arm taped up. You saw his hand taped up, so he's obviously got the suit jacket on. He's got something wrapped on his bicep. Nick Aldis and Kevin Owens were talking backstage. Pretty Deadly interrupted them. Pretty Deadly told Owens he's living in the past, and Owens challenged Pretty Deadly to a match next week with a partner, and that partner would be Randy Orton, one of his opponents at WrestleMania. So WWE next week, running back the "Can they coexist, pal?" Sure. Great. Kevin Owens then punched out both members of Pretty Deadly at the same time, the same way that he did Austin Theory and Grayson Waller several months ago. We got one of my favorite parts of the show, if not the best part of the show. AJ Styles. AJ Styles is going one-on-one with LA Knight. Yeah! At WrestleMania. And AJ has been ducking LA Knight for weeks. They've basically turned this storyline into one big meme. AJ was not on the Elimination Chamber card, but he was there in Perth. LA Knight was in the chamber match. This man flew halfway around the globe to ensure that LA Knight does not win the Elimination Chamber match. It's basically what we got there. No, you're not wrestling Seth Rollins. I'm going to make sure of that. AJ had nothing to do with the Elimination Chamber, was not in a match, was not in the chamber. He flew halfway across the globe to basically cost LA Knight the Elimination Chamber. It's great. It's great. What a prick. That is the mastermind of a prick right there, man. Love it. So LA Knight's been calling out AJ Styles. Well, you could show up in Perth, but you can't show up in Dallas. You show up in Perth, but you can't show up in Memphis, Tennessee. Hey, that's great. That's a great guy there, AJ Styles, right? So LA Knight's been calling out AJ. Where are you? Where are you? Why won't you show up? Okay. LA Knight said, you know what? I'm just going to come to you. I'm going to show up where you are, man. Never mind, you come to me. I'm going to come to you. So they had a home interview with AJ Styles. He was in his home gym. It was a loud honking. We heard a car horn honking in the driveway. LA Knight's like frantically honking the horn on the outside. AJ's like, who the fuck is in my driveway honking a horn? He goes outside, walks outside the front door. Styles sees LA Knight frantically honking the horn. They fought in AJ's front yard. All of a sudden, the camera cuts out. As soon as they start brawling on the front lawn, they did something that most of the virgins online should do. They both touched grass. Most of you geeks should take a lesson from AJ and LA Knight, man. So the camera cut away. So WWE cuts the camera out, but they show you a different vantage point of what happened here. So the police vehicle is pulling on into the driveway, and we see LA Knight and AJ Styles fighting on AJ's front lawn via the body cam footage of the police officer who got out to stop them. Now, I love this. I love this. Was it body cam or the car? The car camera, the police car camera, one or the other. I love this. I thought this was great. I wanted more of it. I did. I would have loved if LA Knight actually infiltrated AJ's home. Like, seriously, I would have loved for him to ring the doorbell, Wendy to open up the door. Yeah. You know, walk on in, all guns blazing, doing his spiel. I'm here to see AJ. Where's AJ at? Yeah. Right? That would have been great. They have a great idea, and then they half-ass it. He should have walked around the house. He should have went into the refrigerator, grabbed himself some fucking beer, right? Start opening up a Bud Light, fucking drinking the beer. Where's AJ at? Sit on the couch, prop his feet up, turn on the TV. What the fuck's going on? AJ comes up from the gym. They start brawling in the fucking hallway. They lead to the outside. They start wrestling on the grass. I mean, WWE could have did so much with this. So much. They could have so much with this. But this is the day and age where we are on Fox, and we got to stay within the PG guidelines. Now, maybe if this was on USA Network, maybe they'd push the envelope just a little bit. Or if it was on Netflix, maybe we'd get some profanity. Maybe we'd get some risque. WWE pushing the envelope. But I felt like this was such a great idea. LA Knight going to him, showing up at his house, and then they half-ass it. But I like that WWE added this little wrinkle to the storyline because it's exactly what the storyline needed. It's exactly what it needed. Am I more interested in the AJ Styles and LA Knight match? Sure. I thought they did a great job by adding this nice little wrinkle. But I want to see more. I wanted to see more. And it sucks that we didn't. Street Profits, Montez, and Angelo Dawkins. Bobby Lashley and B-Fab were with them on the outside against the Authors of Pain. Akam and Razor with Paul Ellering. This was a WrestleMania Tag Team Ladder Match qualifier. This went 9 minutes. The match honestly could have went either way. But I was not really expecting the AOP to advance into anything. And I'll get back to that idea in a second. AOP had the upper hand early on Dawkins. Ford tagged in, and the Profits, they turned things around. They're in control. Ford went for a splash on the outside, but AOP caught him and threw him into Dawkins, which was a great spot. We go to commercial break after that. We got back from break. AOP is dominating. Ford took a lot of offense here. He gets the tag to Dawkins. Dawkins gets the hot tag. He cleaned house. DDT on Akam. Silencer. Ford tagged back in. AOP took back over control. AOP went for their finish on Montez, but Dawkins interfered, and Ford rolled up Akam for the 1, 2, 3. They went about 10 minutes. Montez is yelling into the camera on the stage that they're heading to WrestleMania and that they're going to get their WrestleMania moment. Street Profits, now they wrestle Austin Theory and Grayson Waller next week on Friday Night SmackDown. Authors of Pain, I'm glad that we actually got some semblance of this final judgment or the final testament, whatever the fuck their names are. The Final Testament and the Pride, this group with Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits along with B-Fab. I'm happy that we finally got some sort of match between these two factions. Karrion Kross and Bobby Lashley, it didn't really do anything for me at all. But this was a lot better. Street Profits always bring that energy. AOP, solid tag team. I was a fan of AOP when they were in NXT, under the black and gold NXT. But AOP, the thing with WWE is they don't really give anybody else, like any of these tag teams, any identity. The Street Profits are with Bobby Lashley. Great. They've been there, done that. They've done everything. They aren't as exciting as they were. They aren't, and they haven't been. Nobody really is interested in anything that's going on with them right now. Both groups, both factions are dead. AOP. Have we heard anything from AOP? Have we heard anything from Paul Ellering? I don't like that WWE takes these guys, these teams, and WWE treats them just like random bodies on the roster to fill a division. Who are they? I want to see more from them. They obviously put on a decent tag team match. They are a very good tag team. Both of these teams are very good tag teams. I'd like to see more out of them, more identity. I want to be more invested in what they do and who they are. But WWE doesn't go that length. They're just random bodies to fill a division. And to me, AOP, they're back. They are nothing more than two guys that are going to put over other teams. That's all they are. They're a dominating tag team, a team of big guys who know how to move, who know how to punish. They're going to be that team that puts over other teams to make other teams look good. And they're never going to be the bride in anything. They're always going to be the bridesmaid. It's kind of shitty. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride, right? That's AOP. Decent match. 10 minutes. Street Profits win. Roman Reigns. He made a 8-minute entrance. Start looking at my watch. I'm like, all right. We still got Cody. After Roman's entrance, which took 8 minutes, we got a commercial break. We come back from break, and Cody gets his entrance. Crowd was hot for Cody Rhodes. So they are both in the ring now. So Reigns, he speaks first. Reigns told him he kept his word. You kept your word. He says he's there by himself, and he asks Cody if he's here by himself. Cody says he's as much a man of his word as Reigns is. So if Reigns came alone, then I also came alone. Reigns turned to Heyman and said, "You told me he'd be alone. You believed him." Reigns said Cody is a fool and called him stupid. He says he's not fit to be the top guy or the face of the company because you, Cody, you're an idiot. He says he has to think with his head and not with his heart. He said he's aligned himself with his little brother, Seth Rollins. He asked where Seth was on Monday when he was in a jam. He asked if he was in a traffic jam or if he had a flight delay. Was it snowing? Could he not make it to the arena? He said it seemed he was just showing his true colors. He mocked Seth, telling Cody that he was going to be his shield. You do realize that we were in the shield together. We didn't do good guy things, but we had a bond. He said Seth stabbed him in the back. He asked Cody if he realizes if he stabbed me in the back, what do you think he's going to do to you? That's why I think you're a fool. Cody asked him if he remembers the Shield. Of course I remember the Shield. Because they were unstoppable. The Shield is one of the greatest factions in WWE history. He then asked Roman if he remembers the first team that did beat the Shield. The fans oohed and awed. That team that beat you, their last name was Rhodes. Goldust and Stardust beat the Shield. That was a great fucking match. Excellent fucking match. He appreciates his venom-laced wisdom. He said he knows factions and betrayal while I was off doing something. He said this isn't about a faction, it's about family. So can I trust Seth freaking Rollins? He says, why do we need, when we're talking about another human being, can I trust another human being? Why do we got to make it sound so manufactured and so pre-rehearsed? So, can I trust Seth freaking Rollins? That's not his name. So you don't think I can trust Seth Rollins? Why don't we, first of all, you want to make this fucking sound real? Make it sound real by having these guys sound human. Instead of some corporate fucking mumbo-jumbo garbage. It's the one thing I don't like about these fucking promos. They sound so goddamn pre-rehearsed and pre-written. Nothing sounds organic. So can I trust Seth freaking Rollins? He asked the fans. They cheered. He said Seth might hate his guts, but he knows Seth hates Roman's guts even more. He said he'll see his situation and raise it another. He asked if he can trust his partner at WrestleMania. Roman then looked at him. Can you trust The Rock? I think we're all perhaps slightly confused in the pantheon of the bloodline. Who really is in charge? He asked if it's the tribal chief. Is the tribal chief in charge? Or is the final boss in charge? Roman was not very amused by this at all. We got a big Rocky sucks chant in Milwaukee. Reigns said Cody is spinning like a true politician. He asked if he's out running for governor. He asked anyone in the crowd if they want to have Cody kiss their kid, or maybe sign an autograph for your kid, or kiss the old ladies in the crowd. He asked he said Cody makes promises, but he never delivers on those promises. He says he's told people all these lies, but nothing ever comes of it. He said he's number 2. He said that's not an insult because Cody is the best number 2 of all time. He said the fans will never be close to number 2. He says he'll be number 1 forever. So this man is out here calling him a number 2, and then he goes in for a handshake at the end of this promo. You know what, Cody? You're a great second place guy, man. Here's a handshake. The fuck are you doing, bro? Really? Cody then says, let's get real here. He told Reigns that he grew up in the industry like he did and was a little kid looking in the mirror who wanted to be the biggest pro wrestling star of them all. Cody listed Bruno, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin, The Rock, and John Cena. He said he conceded to the idea that the generation who follows them will probably want to be the next Roman Reigns. He said that is his destiny, but he feels he is unfamiliar with his. He says when it comes to WrestleMania and who beats him for the title he's held for so long, that's not number 2. I'm the one, he says. He extended his hand and wished him good luck at WrestleMania. Cody gave up his championship match to The Rock with absolutely no explanation whatsoever. Comes out at the Vegas press conference. The Rock slaps him right across the face. Treats him like a straight-up bitch. Rock goes on social media and cuts a 21-minute fiery promo, basically burying both Rollins and the World Championship along with Cody Rhodes and his family. Makes fun of his dog Pharaoh. Then the following week basically tells him that his mother, oh, you're crying about Dusty. Oh, you're crying about your wife. Oh, your kid. Oh, your dog. Oh, the family. You know, you want to hand the title to your mother. That's great. The only title you're going to be handing to your mother is my weight belt with your blood and flesh all over it after I beat the shit out of you at WrestleMania. This is the guy. This is the guy, Roman Reigns, his cousin. This is the family you want to shake hands with. Good luck at... Are you fucking out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? After all that was said and done to Cody Rhodes, good luck at WrestleMania? Bitch, if you aren't fucking firing every piece of ammunition you got at the bloodline to vanquish them forever, this man told you to go fuck your story. And you're there telling him good luck at WrestleMania. How do you even know you're making it tonight, too? Ridiculous. You know, we look at several people in the industry, you know, we make fun of them. Baby faces, they just feel so weak. They look so weak. Cody is legitimately being treated like a grade A cuck, verbally. This guy is literally taking abuse, shot after shot. Comes back. Good luck at WrestleMania, Roman. Motherfucker, I need foul language. I need fire. I need passion. I need anger. Good luck. Yeah, good luck at WrestleMania. Good luck escaping without a broken jaw. Has Cody ever looked... Cody looks weaker this year going into WrestleMania than he did last year. He looks stronger going into last year's WrestleMania. Again, all done by design. Don't fuck with Dwayne Johnson. Roman clearly didn't shake his hand. He mocked his handshake. He shook Paul Heyman's hand. When Reigns and Heyman left the ring and stopped on the stage, Bloodline music continued to play. Solo and Jimmy walked through the crowd. So clearly Roman was not by himself. Cody looked around, realizing he was surrounded 3-on-1. Solo steps over the barricade. Jimmy steps over the barricade. Cody looks more and more concerned. And then all of a sudden, Jey Uso and Seth Rollins, they appeared. Two can play that game. They jump the barricade, and they stand at ringside along with Cody Rhodes. And the SmackDown show tonight ends with Roman, Solo, and Jimmy staring down Seth, Jey, and Cody. Are we getting that six-man tag team match before we get into WrestleMania weekend? I don't know. I could see that match taking place on a... Where's Monday Night Raw? After next week, Barclays. I could see it. Everybody's going to be there. I could see it. SmackDown was very mid tonight. It did forward some things at WrestleMania. It did leave some things open. We got another 2 weeks to flesh out the card. It looks like we got 2 matches in the works for WrestleMania. What else they plan on adding? I don't know. At this point, I don't really care. SmackDown, to me, was very mid. Cody's promo with Roman, very mid. Made him look even weaker than he did coming on in. SmackDown is just not hitting. It's not. When The Rock is not there, it ain't hitting. The Rock was there the last 3 weeks. Even with The Rock there, it didn't hit. I will say this about SmackDown. It felt like a better show the way the show flowed compared to last week. Last week, it was just... They blew through last week's show because The Rock went over with the Rock concert. At least this week, it was a little bit more organized. But still, nothing over the top, genuinely exciting about SmackDown. It just existed. It was just there. 2 hours of television to forward a couple things, and then on to the next week's show. Thank you guys very much for all of your support today. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this Friday night. Tonight, sponsored by Blue Chew. Seems like Cody could use a couple of Blue Chews, man. He needs that extra confidence. Cody's got no confidence. Don't beat Cody Rhodes. Blue Chew. Tonight's sponsor for the show, BlueChew.com, code JD at checkout. What is Blue Chew? Blue Chew is a unique online service that provides the same active ingredients as Viagra and as Cialis, but it comes in a chewable tablet, and it comes at a fraction of the cost. You guys can take them anytime, no matter what. Be ready whenever that opportunity arises, man. Whether that's day, whether that's night, be ready with Blue Chew. Process is very simple. You're going to sign up. You're going to go to BlueChew.com. You're going to consult with one of their online medical providers. And once you are approved, Your prescription will be sent to you in a very discreet package. That's it. That's it. Within days, good to go. So what that means is it's all done online. No visits to the doctors, no waiting in line at the pharmacy, no awkward conversations. It's all done online. And Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA, and they are prepared here and shipped directly to you, like I said, in a very discreet package. So why not? Cody needs some extra confidence. Why don't you go out there and get some extra confidence with Blue Chew? BlueChew.com. Code JD at checkout. All you guys got to do is pay the $5 shipping and handling. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Go check out all the other content on the channel. Plenty of it. And super chats. Let's get them on in. Krauser with a $5 super chat. I bet R-Truth is going to pull down a single belt from the ladder match and think he won. And then someone else gets the other. Boom. Split titles. Krauser, I could absolutely see that happening. I could absolutely see that happening at WrestleMania. Michael Krause with a $2 super chat. Good Friday, JD. Hope you have a great weekend. Michael, you as well, brother. It's going to rain all day Saturday, so it's probably going to be a washout. Gabriel Boss with a super chat. On TNT, I heard this. Drew believes Bloodline wins night one, then Roman retains. How in the world he came up with that logic? Cody losing both nights? Bloodline's winning night one, and Cody's winning night two, Gabriel. Drew is just saying that he would not be surprised if Roman wins. Drew has it in the back of his mind that WWE is going to give Cody money in the bank and he's going to cash in it at Madison Square Garden. That's the reason why he said that. Michelle with a $2 super chat. All that hype for the showdown and it fell flat. Just like everything Cody's done. Ryan Armstrong with a $2 super chat. Roman must pass Bruno's record first. No, we're not having Roman hold the championship for another 7 years. Give me a fucking break. Hoppy Sensei with a $5 super chat. Going to a live event tomorrow in Springfield, Illinois. 32 and never been to a WWE show. Really hoping I get to see Gunther, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. Yeah. Enjoy yourself, Poppy. Lord J with a 2. WrestleMania will be good, but getting there is not exciting. No, it hasn't been. It has not been. Tony Brown with a $4.99. He says, no one comes close to you, young man. King of the IWC. Tony, I know. I know all about it, Tony Brown. Thank you, brother. Chris Lloyd with a $2 super chat. I loved the dash cam footage of LA and AJ brawling. Yeah, it was pretty unique. I'd love to see them do a little bit more. Maybe go into AJ's home. Lewis with a $4.99 at the lounge, smoking a cigar, listening to the best. OTS for life. Lewis, thank you, brother. El Mase with a $10 super chat. Not even Blue Chew can help Cody at this point. Oh, my goodness. Chris Lloyd with a $10 super chat. Loved the camera showing Io beating up on Bayley, and when she comes out, Asuka and Kairi are dancing. Also, Dakota looks good. They got to add some edge to Damage Control, man. Right now, they are absolutely ice cold. Mostly everything on SmackDown is ice cold. Edward Liu with a 31 months in the venue. Thank you, Edward. So Vince made title contenders weak by losing matches, and Cody is made weak by being eviscerated. Why can't WWE keep world title contenders strong? Because they need their baby faces to look like pussies. I don't know what it is. WWE needs their baby faces to look like pussies. It's just a thing. Chatal Productions with a $9.99. Not one of these four men in the WrestleMania main event have actually wrestled since the Royal Rumble. They have done nothing but talk for 2.5 months besides The Rock. This has all been boring. The Rock is not going to wrestle before WrestleMania. Roman is certainly not going to wrestle before WrestleMania. He should have wrestled at the Chamber, but Cody's wrestled Drew McIntyre, and I think that's about it. And Seth has been injured, so at least one of them has an excuse. Indus Share, Hall of Fame with a $2 super chat. Is it WrestleMania season? Boring. JF with a $4.99. Cody was a pushover in AEW too, which is why he was booed towards the end. Same thing might happen in WWE after Mania because WWE forces Cody to change. Or unless WWE forces Cody to change. Yeah. Now we need badass Bullet Club Cody. They want to go make Cody into a fucking pussy cuck after WrestleMania, then by all means, go do it. But right now, we need a fucking strong man. Right now, we got a weak version of Cody going into WrestleMania. Samuel Barrow with a $4.99. Did Brian Gewirtz take over creative or something? I don't know. Everything is just off. Well, I know Brian Gewirtz writes for The Rock. I don't know. JP5150 with a 42 months. Honestly, the only thing that was entertaining on this show to me was that AJ Styles LA Knight home invasion angle. Storytelling at its finest. When a show is boring, when a show is like what we got tonight, and I don't tweet, you know exactly what my thoughts are. I tweeted maybe twice during the 2-hour show. It was just fucking boring. Sleep Gang with a $5 super chat. Unsure of what it is, but WrestleMania feels like a real snooze fest because of how slow the build feels on all fronts. Maybe I'm missing something. Sleep Gang, you don't, you're not feeling alone there, brother. I'm feeling the same way. I think this WrestleMania season has been very, very weak. Very weak. Miles Marable with a $9.99. Thoughts on Drew cutting the same pipe bomb promo that CM Punk did before Money in the Bank 2011, since rumor is he hasn't re-signed like Punk back. Then, just to troll Punk some more. OTS for life. Hashtag go Google it. I would not mind Drew cutting a pipe bomb promo. It's just got to be done viscerally. Rich Gamble with the 23 months. I can see CM Punk calling out Cody on Monday night and getting him fired up, telling him he needs to grow some balls against the bloodline. I certainly fucking hope so. I certainly hope so. Harry's YouTube with a $10 super chat. Admit it, this show was not good without the jabroni beating, eyebrow raising Rock. Nobody's taking anything away from The Rock. The show is that much more important when he's there. I actually missed his social media promos. Instead, we got Roman on Pat McAfee. Dom Wapo with the 9 months. Hey, JD, SmackDown was an okay show, but OTS is always popping. Also, are you going to try out Dragon's Dogma? Also, I asked before, but how do we get into the Discord? Dom, I'm going to have to leave that for the channel members on the YouTube community section. We'll let everybody in there that signed up. Ali with a $4.99. Hey, JD, what was your favorite Macho Man moment? My favorite Macho Man moment, probably him and Jake the Snake. I loved his feud with Jake the Snake. I thought it was great. In fact, I thought Macho Man versus Jake the Snake Roberts should have been the World Championship match at WrestleMania 8. That's what it should have been. Savage and Jake, and then Hogan versus Flair. But egos prevailed. Jericho 8131 with a $10 super chat. If Cody looks this stupid now, imagine how worse it'll be when he's champion. Not even Cena was this much of a diva. Cody needs his balls back. They've absolutely castrated him the last month. I agree. Michael Krause with the $2 super chat. Going to rain here all week as well. Yeah, I hate the fucking rain, man. When it's cold and wet, it's the worst. Just give me warm weather, please. Give me the 60, 70-degree days. Giovanni with a $4.99. Drew made it seem like Roman retaining was the original plan, but that's wrong. It was Cody beating Roman, and then The Rock almost changed everything. If Roman and Cody was the plan without The Rock being involved at all, if The Rock wasn't involved during this WrestleMania season, there was a very good chance that Roman was going to retain that title. It was not as cut and dry as everybody thinks it was. Hollywood guy with a $10 super chat. If CM Punk wasn't injured, would we have this crap with The Rock and Cody? Probably not. If CM Punk didn't get injured, I don't know where we would be. Honestly, I don't know where we would be. And Joshua Taylor with a 1 month. Thank you, Joshua. Cody needs to take his gloves off completely. They are making him look like a little bitch. OTS for life. Joshua. That is comment of the night. Guys, I'm all done, man. That's all I got for you. Thank you for the super chat love. Thank you guys for the support tonight. We had 2,400 people here on a Friday night for SmackDown, a very mid SmackDown. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Play some Destiny. I got myself some cool loot today after doing 20 different nightfalls. Got myself a God Roll. What is it? The Slammer. Oh, yeah. That's where LA Knight is right now, man. The Slammer. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for all of your support. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Make sure you guys go out and check out all the other content on the channel. Plenty of it. Hit that subscribe button down below, turn the bell, and make sure you guys go hit up Blue Chew, get your free sample. Send some to Cody, BlueChew.com, code JD at checkout. All you guys have to do is pay the $5 shipping and handling. Rich Gamble with a $1.99. Bullet Club Cody ASAP. Absolutely. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow with more extra right here on OTS. I'll see you guys later.